Hey guys, Ben here. Welcome back to another video. Sorry, I was just moving my microphone. Today we're going to be doing a live stream. This is the DCTV show, episode 74. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm very excited to do the live stream. I apologize for, kind of like a lack of uploads. I've been trying to upload, but there hasn't been actually that much topics to talk about. So if you actually have any topics that you want me to talk about, any theories or just anything in general, please be sure to send them in. You can send them in to me on Twitter, in my YouTube comments. You can send them in anywhere. It's up to you, whatever way is best for you. Or you can send them in the live streams if you have any cool ideas about like the upcoming season of Superman Lois or The Flash or something like that. So yeah. Anyway, welcome to the live stream. We have Jamie here, Nathan, Jay Bradley, Rerum Trading, Cal, Mayata, Path. Yeah, welcome to the live stream, everyone. I'm very excited to be live again. This stream is going to be mainly talking about some of the recent kind of news that we've had in the last day or so. That's in regards to the filming dates for The Flash and Superman Lois's new seasons. We just got news. And then also going to be talking about the new poster that was just released, and also some expectations about the next season. And so, yeah, welcome to the live stream. We're going to be going through all of that. That is today's main topic. Also, we have something very interesting that I need to introduce to you guys, because some of the guys in the chat was actually talking about this, and this is very interesting. It's kind of like Twitch. And it's membership gifting, and we'll talk about that later in today's video, because it seems it's available on my channel by the looks of it. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that in just a minute, but for now we're going to be getting into today's topics, and we're going to actually answer super chats as we go. Obviously, when the super chats come in, we answer them straight away as per usual. So if you have any super chats, if you want to support the channel and have any questions, please be sure to send them in now, because we're going to be answering them as we go along. But it's better to start, send them in at the start if you want to, kick off the live stream, I guess, with the first super chat. I apologize, it's kind of dark in here. It's quite late. It's literally midnight here in England now. Yeah, I just got back late and there was just no way of starting it earlier, so I apologize. But yeah, let's quickly talk about membership gifting, because this is a new thing that was just introduced. It seems like some of you guys in the chat were just talking about it, and I just kind of quickly took a glance, and we're gonna like pull it up and actually figure it out together. So as you guys know, you can support the channel by watching videos, right? That is just the best way. However, you guys do that, and then on live streams you can send in super chats by clicking the super chat button and typing any question in. Obviously, the big thing is you get to send in questions and we get to answer them. Also, you can become a member of the channel. There's different perks for being a member of the channel. We do our monthly members Zoom call. That's the big one. Plus, also, we're going to be having a members live stream. That is something that I need to talk to you guys about on the live stream, because I announced this in 2 recent videos. Basically, it's going to be a live stream that's not going to be like our normal one like we're doing today. It's going to be another live stream. And what we're going to do is it's going to be members, and you guys are going to come on the camera or on, just audio, whatever you're comfortable with. And we're going to go like maybe 2 at a time. So like 2 members at a time. And we'll do like a mini rotation. For part of the live stream, it will just be me. And then we'll bring in 2 people. And then we'll bring in another person. And people who are watching the live streams, if you want to become a member and join in live, you can join, and you'll be able to join straight away, because I'll just send you the link. So that is something that we are testing out. So become a member. But talking about memberships, because there is a new feature here. If you click on the $, there is membership gifting. So what happens is this is like Twitch. If you guys know Twitch and you know watch streamers and stuff, you know that you can subscribe or you know buy subs on Twitch. I don't know the ins and out of Twitch because I haven't been on Twitch in a long time, but it seems this is very similar. So actually you can membership gift. And so this is another way for people who maybe can't afford a membership but want to join in. You can actually do this. This is supporting the channel because obviously the membership, the cost of the membership goes directly towards my channel. However, YouTube will randomly select lucky recipients who are watching the live stream and selected by YouTube to get 1 month access to the perks of being a member of the channel. And that is if someone donates. So say instead of someone sending in a super chat, right, they can click on the memberships and you can buy as many memberships as you want. Obviously 5 is the most reasonable one. And by doing that, you're actually supporting the channel. You can send in a question separately, but then also with that memberships, you are gifting it to other people on the channel. So I would say that is an awesome deal because you're helping out your fellow YouTube watchers who watch my channel, you know, the DCTV show, and also at the same time you're supporting me and the channel, but also you get to answer a question as well because I will answer your question if you you know do it that way, of course, because you guys are awesome. So anyway, that is the new feature. If you want to maybe do that instead of sending in super chats at any point, feel free to do that because that helps out other people and they'll be able to join in the Zoom call, or they'll be able to join in when we do the live stream. So that is very exciting. But yeah, for now, let's go ahead and get into today's first topic. We're going to be talking about The Flash at first, because we just got official news that The Flash Season 9 is set to start filming on a certain date. Now, normally The Flash would start filming in July. That is the normal time where they have stereotypically begun filming. However, since the pandemic, this has actually changed because the main thing is The Flash hasn't been premiering in the fall, in October. Normally, year after year, starting from the first season, they would film in July, just before Comic Con, like maybe a week or so before Comic Con. They would have like a little bit of footage. They would edit a trailer, and then they would come to Comic Con. And then after Comic Con, they would resume filming, and the first episode of this new season would premiere in October, like mid-October, sometime around there. But yeah, and so with that, with all the changes, because The Flash Season 9 is actually premiering in the mid-season, so like January time, somewhere around there. Basically, what that does is what does it do? Sorry, I'm literally blanking. So with them actually premiering at the mid-season, they get to start filming later, and that's why they haven't started filming this month in July, because currently right now it's nearly the end of July. It's July 29th, and so they would have already started filming normally. However, it was actually just announced that The Flash Season 9 is set to start filming on September 14th. Now, this is what I kind of expected because being a mid-season show this year, I totally expected them to actually, you know, give more time off and stuff like that because, you know, the show, I mean, they've been going for so long. Feel like they definitely want to keep the cast around, got to keep the cast happy and keep the crew happy as well. So by giving them more time, it's actually very beneficial for them because people will be more happy to come back, because normally in the past they haven't had much time to kind of like take a break, and that's just the way that it's been in the past because of the way that, you know, the shows were coming out, the way that their schedule was structured. it wasn't very beneficial for, say, the actors or, say, the crew, because they didn't get too much time off. But in this case, starting in September, very much so as I expected, but it's good for the rest of them who are actually working on the show because they get time off. And obviously, we have known for a while now that we wouldn't get season 9 until January, so it's not much of a big surprise, I would say. Okay, so we have the first super chat of the live stream. This is from Cal, member of the channel. Thank you very much, Cal, for the super chat. Cal says, is the Flash getting delayed later than January? So Cal coming in with the Gary question. Is the Flash getting delayed later than January? As of right now, no. We'll see if there's any delays, and then we will update you. Imagine if we do a video titled The Flash Season 9 delayed later than January. I think we would officially curse the season, especially if Gary made it himself. But anyway, I don't know where Gary is right now, but maybe he'll pop in if he has some time. But thank you so much for the super chat, Cal. I really appreciate your support towards the channel and for also being a member, of course. But yeah, so let's continue with this. So along with The Flash Season 9 being officially starting to film on September 14th, just before that, Superman Lois is actually going to be returning to film for Season 3 of Superman Lois. So they are returning on September 6th. So that is 8 days before The Flash. So The Flash is September 14th for Season 9. Superman Lois for Season 3 is set to start on September 6th. So again, this is as expected, and if you look at the past and how Superman and Lois has been scheduled before, it makes sense that Superman and Lois potentially starts before, because they historically have had some troubles keeping up with the schedule, and so that's why they've had so many breaks over the years and stuff like that in the actual airing schedule. But yeah, it's pretty much expected September date. Totally, literally what I was thinking. So I honestly can't pretend to be surprised. But yeah, it kind of makes sense that they're starting around the same time, because they're both due to actually premiere in January, literally probably in the same week. So it makes sense that Superman Lois has a tiny bit more time, just over a week. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, please be sure to send them in now. I will be sure to answer them and pop them up on the screen. If you have any super chat questions, please be sure to do that. Also, if you want to test out the membership function, that would be highly appreciated, because obviously you're supporting the channel. But at the same time, we get to test out the feature. So I wonder who will be the first person to gift the membership. That shall be interesting. And who gets it? Who? I don't know if it's completely random or if it's you can actually allocate yourself. We'll see. But yeah, so thank you very much for everyone, for Cal to send in that super chat. But yeah, we'll answer some of your questions in a minute. But I just do want to continue on to the next topic. And this topic is somewhat similar, and it's new news that was announced. Well, I wouldn't technically call it news, but it's kind of linked to what we were just talking about. And this is the new season of Superman Lois and the Flash. And so I'm just going to pop it up on my screen right here. Here we go. So this is actually a new poster that was just released for Superman, Lois, and the Flash and their new seasons. So there's not much that you can actually read into this image. However, I will bring up a few points. I have a few notes here. So this is a joint poster that was released. I believe it was somehow in line with Comic-Con just ending, but I could be totally wrong about that. But it's very exciting. I think everyone is excited to get any kind of content, especially during the break. I apologize for the huge like freight train that's going past. That's really loud, but it's nothing too big to freak out about. It's just a poster at the end of the day. My God, this is loud. Um, and even though it's them crossing over in a poster, it's actually not teasing any kind of a crossover. So, yeah, don't read into it too much. Apart from it being cool, it being exciting that we're getting some sort of promo for the shows. And I guess I guess the one way you can get excited is the fact that they are still linked, both of the shows, The Flash and Superman Lois, in some way because they're in this poster together and it's them acknowledging, yes, the Arrowverse does still exist. It's not just completely separate. They can totally cross over if we want them to. But as of right now, that's just not happening. Also, I should point out, I believe Barry doesn't have gold boots here. So this is obviously an old photo shoot and they've just retouched everything. Obviously, they took the photos separately and they've just, got a graphic designer to put in the lightning, put them in the certain spots, but I guess they didn't think of the gold boots. So it's a very cool poster and it makes me very excited for what's to come. But yeah, there's nothing like too extreme that we can read into this poster. But what do you guys think about it? Let me know. Cal says it's a cool poster. Mayata says it's good. Eddie Hill says that poster looks amazing. Yeah, I think it's like a very cool poster that definitely is getting me hyped. Okay, I'm gonna pop this off the screen and just go back to the main menu. Oh, so Nathan has rejoined as a member. He is a super best friend. Thank you very much, Nathan, for supporting the channel like that. I really appreciate it. And welcome back to the super best friend part of the channel. I wonder, I haven't checked in a while, but like sometimes YouTube actually says who else is in the different ranks, the tiers. Let me see if anyone else is a super best friend along with you, Nathan. This is like a membership centric stream, apparently. Let me check. Anyway, I'll figure out later. I was just curious because I haven't seen anyone with specifically the super best friend in a while. So that's awesome, Nathan. Anyway, sorry for getting sidetracked. Also, Nathan gifted a membership to King Victor II. Wow. Thank you for doing that. Thanks for testing out, Nathan. You are the first person to do it on the channel. Tell me how you can gift one, because as far as I saw when I clicked it, I could only gift like certain chunks, but that's pretty cool. Thanks for gifting Victor. Oh wait, it's Victor, right? Wait, let me check. Sorry, I just popped off the screen. Yeah, King Victor II was gifted a membership by Nathan Bell. That is awesome. I love this new feature. It's very cool because you can help other people in a way by supporting the channel, but also giving a membership. Like I think Twitch got it right by starting with that, and now YouTube is like just catching up, I guess. But yeah, sorry for getting sidetracked again. I feel like this is so member centric ever since you guys brought up the gifting memberships. That's great. Anyway, thank you so much for doing that, Nathan. There's options from 1 to 5, so you can just gift one member. You can give 5, and I think it has like different different tiers basically. So thanks, Nathan, once again. But yeah, so that pretty much does it for like the joint poster thing. It's very cool seeing the Flash and Superman and Lois actually joining together, and and seeing them actually on a poster together, because it's been a while, as I said. Like, Superman and Lois hasn't been in a crossover since Crisis on Infinite Earths, even before, literally before, what's it called? Before Superman and Lois started. That is the word the phrase I was searching for. But yeah, so nothing too much else to say apart from it's exciting that The Flash Season 9 is set to start filming in September on the 14th, and then Superman and Lois Season 3 on the 6th. Now, let's move on to my next topic, and you guys can chime in on this. I haven't been whitening my teeth. I don't think my teeth are like super white, James, but thanks, I guess. And so, yeah, we're going to talk about like what to expect in the next season of The Flash and the next season of Superman and Lois, what I'm looking forward to and such. But once again, just to remind you guys, if you want to send in any super chats, please be sure to send them in. Or if you want to gift any memberships, send in a question and I'll answer it. So Nathan, if you have any questions, I'll answer it right away because you gifted the membership to Victor. So yeah, that is just another way that you guys can support the channel, I guess. But yeah, so send any questions you have in and we'll answer it. Again, this is not going to be one of my longer live streams just because I had to start it so late, but I'm going to try and actually start earlier with my live streams, because I'm very aware that not everyone is around so late, especially in England, because we are going over midnight now. So anyway, this is just going to be us talking about our Flash Season 9 and Superman and Lois Season 3 expectations and what we think about it. So yeah, as I said, chime in the chat. If you have any super chats, do it now. So let's begin with The Flash Season 9. So yeah, The Flash Season 9, what are my expectations? So this is just a personal thing, and I could totally miss out on like a huge thing. So tell me in the chat if I miss out on anything. So my main expectation is, and this is just like what to expect. It's not like, oh, I hope like Red Death would show up or something like that. No, it's actually based on like kind of facts that we know is going to happen or is very likely going to happen. So let's talk about the villains first, because Eric Wallace has previously announced that there is going to be 3 graphic novels if they have the right amount of episodes. If not, it'll be 2 graphic novels. That means either 2 villains or 3 villains, because that's just the way that Eric Wallace has been structuring the show in terms of graphic novels, always having a new villain. And so one of those new villains is seemingly Cobalt Blue, based on the cliffhanger at the end of The Flash Season 8, because that was definitely teasing Cobalt Blue. So you can expect him maybe as the first villain. Possibly they tease him out and they don't get to him until the second villain, till the second graphic novel. That's always the chance. But I would say more likely than not, Cobalt Blue is probably going to be the first villain, and then we'll have another villain. And then if there's a third graphic novel, we'll have another one. There's a chance that one of the graphic novels will be like Armageddon, because Eric Wallace has actually been teasing a mini crossover, definitely with one character and one actor from Supergirl that was previously revealed like maybe a couple months ago on the Flash podcast. He did an interview with Eric Wallace, and yeah, it seems like that went smoothly. So maybe expect some sort of crossover nearer to the start of the season, I would presume. So maybe that would actually be part of like the first graphic novel, I would say. So I don't think it's going to be as big as Armageddon, but it could be something similar. And how many episodes are we going to have in the season? In The Flash Season 9, I think Eric Wallace wants to get 20 episodes. I would say it's going to be between about 17 to 20 episodes. Jesus Christ, sorry, that was like a huge like hiccup burp thing. That was disgusting. I'm sorry. But between like 17 to 20 episodes, 20 episodes is optimal, I would say. But if the CW doesn't want that many episodes, I think they'll cut it to probably 18 is what they've done since the pandemic. Apart from this year, they got 20 episodes. So between maybe 17 to 20, I would say that is, a good bet. But yeah, so that's probably my guess as of right now. Cal agrees with me. He thinks 18 or 20 episodes. Yeah, they're my bets as of right now. I think if it's 18 episodes, we may get 2 graphic novels and a couple of filler episodes or interlude episodes, as Eric Wallace calls them. But if it's 20, I think we will get 3 graphic novels and a couple of interlude episodes. Also, another thing that I'm expecting this season that we didn't get much of last season is that Iris was not really around. Now, I'm expecting much more Iris this season. We know Candace Patton is signed on for this next season, so you can expect Iris definitely in a substantial amount of episodes. Hopefully, a lot more than last year. She'll probably take breaks like most of the actors do, but I expect her much more than just being, in another place. I think she's going to be more involved, obviously in CC Citizen Media, but also at Star Labs with Team Flash. Another thing we need to talk about is the fact that Joe is going to be in this season less. I believe Eric Wallace said he's going to be in about 4 to 5 episodes this season. He's going to be a recurring character rather than a regular character. That's just due to Jesse L. Martin having other commitments. I believe he's shooting a new show for like part of the year. So he's committed to come back, but he's not going to be like a super active member of Team Flash this year. Team Flash, will it expand or not? I don't know how far it's going to expand or if it's going to expand at all. I guess there's always a chance that they bring in maybe Tinya Wiseau and she's a bit bigger than, normal or like she was last season because she was just kind of introduced but kind of barely introduced at the same time because we did get too much time with her in this last season as of right now. But yeah, hopefully maybe we get some recurring faces like Cal says. Maybe in season 9 Cisco returns. That would be awesome. Maybe in some sort of crossover would be cool. But let's talk about some other characters. So Cecile, we can expect new things from Cecile because of what happened to her at the end of season 8, because she actually got a new power and she used the Force and she got a coffee cup in her hand. So that is going to be a big thing to do with her. We're going to be exploring her different powers, and I guess finding some way to tell a story with that. My last thing I want to bring back is to talk about is Frost and Caitlin. So whatever happens to Frost is going to be disclosed very early on in season 9, episode 1. We're going to find out what that cliffhanger was referring to. Is it Frost? Is it Caitlin? Is it a hybrid between them? I believe it's some sort of hybrid. That's just my personal thoughts. But I'm looking forward to getting that answer, and we will get that answer pretty quick, and then we'll see how they fit into Team Flash for the rest of the season. I believe Danielle Panabaker is signed on to be a series regular as usual, so you should expect the normal amount of Frost or Caitlin, but maybe it's just like a different version. Okay, so once again, just a reminder, please be sure, send in any questions you have right now, any super chats. I would appreciate it. But yeah, let's continue with this. Superman Lois Season 3, let's talk about our expectations. Please be sure to tell me your expectations in the chat. if you have any, and we'll get into that. Okay, Tom has become a member once again, joining back to the membership club, just like Nathan. He is a super friend once again. So welcome, Tom. Oh, I feel like one of us, I don't know if it's possible. So Nathan, you're gonna actually have to tell us how you gifted the memberships, but one time one of us has to gift a membership to Gary. That's like surely a thing we have to do, right? Also, wait, no, I can't be a member of my own channel. I was gonna say I could gift myself a membership, um, but yeah, definitely we need to get Gary one because he hasn't got a membership. It's random. It's okay, but I'm sure because Gary's in the live stream all the time, there's a chance it gets to Gary. There's a chance it gets to all of you guys as well. But yeah, it's pretty cool that it's random though, to be honest, because that means anyone can just like get a membership and just like find out randomly, oh, I'm a member. So yeah, I really like this idea. But thanks for joining as a member once again, Tom. I really appreciate it. But yeah, let's talk about some Superman Lois season 3 and our expectations of what to expect. So at the end of last season, John Diggle teased Bruno Mannheim. Pretty sure Bruno is going to be one of the main villains. I don't think he's going to be the only villain. I think he'll be like the kind of down to earth villain that maybe Lois is going to be exploring, and John Henry Irons, because that was, the scene that we saw at the end of last season was with John Diggle and John Henry Irons. So yeah, that is going to be an interesting story. Seeing Intergang, we've seen kind of iterations of Intergang in some way, or different gangs in the DC universe on Supergirl specifically. If you guys remember Agent Liberty, that's kind of like a gang, but it's less criminal. It's more of a cult that was. But Bruno Mannheim is like in organized crime and stuff. But this also promises more Diggle because somehow he's involved with this. And I believe David Ramsey actually confirmed that he's going to be in season 3 of Superman Lois. So that is something. Pardon me. That is something that definitely they're going to be building on, and we're going to see. Yeah, let's try and give Gary a membership. I feel like this has to be a mission. We gotta somehow get Gary, no matter the cost. But yeah, let's talk about Diggle. So yeah, Diggle is going to not be our Diggle. It's going to be Diggle from Superman Lois that we're going to see once again, like we saw at the end of Superman Lois, and they're going to be continuing along this line of building this new Superman Lois Earth, creating it from scratch, basically meaning we could have all these different characters popping up that we've seen in the past. It's very promising and actually opens up a lot of ideas for theories. Do you guys have any guesses who, say, Superman Lois would introduce that maybe we've seen before, or is like some sort of popular DC hero that you think will show up in the Superman Lois world instead of in Earth Prime and the Arrowverse in like a show like The Flash? So do you think it's at all possible that they kind of take some characters from the past, from like Supergirl, and they again retool it and bring it into Superman Lois? I think that's definitely possible. I think the Supergirl theory is possible. I think we could get anyone, to be honest. Yeah, we talked about Power Go in a video recently that was actually inspired by Nathan talking about it. I think Power Go is a pretty damn good option. Do you guys have any other theories? Sorry, I'm losing my voice. Tom thinks Vandal Savage will return, but with a new actor. Yeah, it could totally be a new actor. I think that is definitely something that is up for grabs. Also, Tom says the Atom Obsidian. Yeah, Obsidian was cool, but he was definitely underused in Legends of Tomorrow. And the Atom, maybe. Not so sure, because the Atom is a pretty big character. But I guess they totally can do it if they want to do it. But also what to expect, we will be having more family time with the Kents and also with the Cushings, or now the Cortezes. And so they're going to be continuing that um, that kind of family theme, I would guess, in season 3. And then also we're going to be developing Superboy. So Jordan as Superboy, I expect him to get a suit this season. That's definitely something that I've been waiting for, and I think you guys have been waiting for. And now that, like, Clark officially started training him, I feel like at one point they gotta give him the suit. They have to give him the suit. There's no way that they don't give him the suit at any point soon. Um, Nathan says the Atom's a big character. I thought he was a small hero. That is the truth. He is definitely very small. Yeah. I want to be the Flash. I will. Superman Lois, I'm here. You can cast me as your Flash, and I'll play the Flash. That would be cool. But yeah, like that pretty much does it in terms of my topics. So, if you have any other questions, please be sure to send it in now. I will do a mini Q&A time. Send it in via super chat if you really want it answered. If not, start sending in some questions in the chat and I'll answer them really quick. Do like a kind of quick fire round. Will Batman make an appearance? No, Tom. Batman's not going to make an appearance. I really think it's not very likely. When you say Atom, do you mean Ray Palmer? Yeah, Ray Palmer, but also Ryan Choi, because we saw him in Armageddon. Fleck is in the Aquaman. I guess maybe. Um, Tom says, or a Superverse iteration of Titans. Could be, but I think Titans is too much a big thing to kind of like go into. There's just too many characters. So I'm not entirely sure about that. Young Kara mid-veil actress? Yeah, I guess they could. That's actually an interesting idea. I might take that. Menachem. That is a good idea. Like, what happens if the Supergirl of Superman Lois is actually like a, she's still young. She just arrives in the pod, and it's played by Isabella Vidovic. Sorry, I kind of just blanked for a second. Who played young Kara in Supergirl. So that would actually be very interesting because we're presuming it's going to be like someone grown up and like Supergirl has been here all this time, but Superman wouldn't have known about that, I feel. Yeah, that's a good theory. I think that's actually probably more likely. Tom says, I reckon Jonathan will get powers during season 3. Yeah, definitely a strong chance that he's going to get powers. And then, do you think Gotham Knights will be in the Superverse? Apparently, it's in the Superverse, according to David Ramsey, but that hasn't been confirmed. I'm not entirely sure. It might be in its own Earth. Thanks for the questions, guys. These are pretty good questions. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. Okay, last big question from Eddie. Eddie says, I think this question has been brought up before, but do you think there is an Oliver Queen on Superman Lois' Earth since they are not on Earth Prime? Yeah, I think there totally could be an Oliver Queen on Earth Prime, but I don't know if we're going to see him anytime soon. If we see him, it's probably with John Diggle. Tom has been a member for 15 months, just rejoined as a super friend. Says all us UK super friends need to meet up soon. Yeah, well, there's many Comic-Con events, and I think the best place is at a Comic-Con event. I really like the Ultimates also, but that just finished. That's in Birmingham. Also, there is a new Comic-Con coming to London soon. I need to check what it was. But yeah, that's a good place. I mean, I don't think Comic-Con is like all too expensive. It gets very expensive if you like buying autographs and photographs with the actors and stuff. But I mean, if you are able to save any money, come to Comic-Con. It would be awesome. Yeah, I plan to go to Comic-Cons. I haven't been recently, but next year and this year, I think it's going to be, you know, Comic-Con is on. I'm going to go to San Diego Comic-Con in the summer for sure. I'll do everything in my power to go there once again. I went there in 2019. It was awesome. I've been to the Ultimates Comic-Con in Birmingham twice now. It was in Blackpool one year, and then it was in Birmingham. And then this year was again in Birmingham. But I had tickets, but I totally forgot and I missed the event. Stupid. And then London Film and Comic Con is fun. There's a new London Comic Con coming soon. So there are lots of things. But yeah, traveling from Exeter, you can get the train. There is trains. I know it's expensive, but it's possible. Or you can drive if you can drive, Tom. We drove to Cornwall recently, which is, we were very close to Exeter. Yeah, Cal might try to go to Comic-Con. Well, yeah, come to San Diego. It's awesome. I love San Diego. And I've met actually quite a few subscribers at Comic-Con events, which is very cool. Especially at the Ultimates. I had like quite a few people, and then there used to be Heroes and Villains Fan Fest. That was awesome. They used to do that in London. That was like the best London Comic Con. I met quite a few of you guys there, but that was like a while ago. That's like talking, I don't know, like 3-4 years ago now. Like it's been a while since the pandemic, but yeah. Okay, so that pretty much does it for this live stream, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoy the video. Well, enjoy the live stream, and yeah, I'm tired. I'm sure all of you UK guys like Tom and Nathan are tired as well. So I will leave you guys with this. Remember, come back for the live stream next week. It's going to be much earlier. I promise you. I apologize for starting so late, and hopefully we can get Gary to get a membership. We can try and gift Gary one. That would be very cool. But thanks for trying that out, Nathan, by the way. I really, really appreciate it, because now we can pick them randomly, and you can pick individuals, or you can pick like a group, like 5 people. So yeah, this is cool. It's like Twitch now. We're streaming on Twitch. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.